Hello again. Talking about the drug reviews data set used in an M4 hackathon in the spring of 2023. And I want to go through the data pre-processing with you. So we noticed that unique ID is one of our 6 predictors, and that's not very useful, so we're going to drop that. And I'm also going to just simply remove missing values from the data set. There were 56 in the condition feature here, and I have 10,000 features, and I'm not even going to bother to spend the time to impute. I'm just going to delete them since it's such a small number. Okay, deletion is just fine in at the scale that's we see here. All right, so there is the dropping the missing values. I just checked that now. I'm clean, and that's the case. There were no dupes in this data set, so nothing to fix there. I want to convert that rating to a binary target, and so you can see if the threshold is above, or if the value of x is above 8, which this threshold of 8, then I coded a 1. Otherwise, I coded a 0 using this little lambda function. And so rating is going to be transformed from having a range from 0 to 10 to being binary. 1 if the rating is 9 or above, 0 less than 8 or less. Okay, I'm also going to label and encode the drug name and condition. There were in the order of hundreds of conditions, 460 some, and then drug names, I remember there being about 1,500. So just too many unique values to dummy encode. So that's how we're going to pursue that. Now I've got a couple of options here. This was the one that was given to the section in the class, where we converted the date to an integer. And so I used this datetime library, and what we get is something like this. Instead of having something in date format where it would be 2017/07/15, it's now in this format where you can clearly see the year in the first 4 digits, and then the months, and then the days, right? And what this is it is sequential. So, this date here is larger than 2017, July 14. And so it does present or preserve some element of the relative sequence of these reviews. So I'm stripping out the original date then and replacing it with, or simply overwriting the original date with this integer valued version of the date. But more can be done, and we'll see how that goes in the revision that I'll discuss later on. Okay, so this is how the data frame looks now. We don't have that unique ID. We've got drug name and condition label encoded. The rating is now binary. The date is now in quant form. It's no longer a date format or invert useful count. So what remains then is to fix the reviews, which are text at this point. So we're going to create a new feature showing the length of the review, and then I'm going to do some text processing on it. I convert those reviews to strings. I strip the punctuation. I remove the stop words. Stop words, are a list you can see here. They include things like the, and, but, of, and so forth. Then we stem the words. So, something like going becomes go, running becomes run. That's the idea behind stemming. And it's more sophisticated than what I'm just saying, but you go after sort of the root of the word, and then we push the remaining text through text blob to get positivity and subjectivity. So what I ultimately end up with here, are a bunch of quant columns. We've got the drug name, the conditions is label encoded, conditions label encoded. So these are categoricals. Rating is binary. It's our target. Date is now quant, useful count is quant, review length, review positivity, and review subjectivity are all quant variables. So I identify that and I push, excuse me, I just make sure that they are numeric here. And then I do skew correction over here. Now I chose to use just do a log transform to reduce skewness. And the idea with that is just simply to, stay away from that usual skewness code that we ordinarily pursue. So I'm going to look at outliers now, and then push them through Tukey rule correction, and then I get that X-Windsorized data frame, and I just go ahead and update my original data frame, which is DF. Right, and then I'm going to run AutoViz again here so that you can see what's entailed. I guess I should uncomment this and this one, and just run this. So this is going to go on for some time, and hopefully we can get a correlation matrix relatively soon in this process. There it is. So here's the rating, and you can see that it looks like review positivity and bounced on me there. Let me get it back. Review positivity and useful count are among the highest correlations, and they only express a linear relationship. Okay, so what remains here is to select predictors. I'm going to extract rating as my target, and the rest of the predictors are included in X. So the ones in X currently are drug name, condition, date, useful count, review length, review positivity, and review subjectivity. And I pushed through some PCA. PCA is not all that attractive to me because I don't know what these variables mean, and I seem to need a whole bunch of them. The most important one is just about 22% explanatory power. So to explain a significant portion of the variance, I would need a whole lot of these unknown features. So not attractive, but something you could try. And then on the feature importance analysis, I've got a similar picture here where a lot of these features, seem to have some sort of role. Two most important ones appear to be date and useful count, and then behind that, the drug name, the label counted drug name, the review length, and review positivity. So if we dropped anything, it would be the subjectivity and the condition, I guess. We might try, removing two variables. But I also want to see if we can do something with the date in our revision to our original work. Okay, so I'm going to, I think, end this clip here, and then I'll pick up the rest of the analysis in the first pass using the next clip.